What are the most frustrating and addictive games for your mobile device? That's what we sought to find out. I'm Taylor Martin, this is Pocket Now, and these are the top 5 games for Android and iOS that you won't be able to put down. Frustrating mobile games have been around for years, but the wild success of Flappy Bird made us see a lot of our favorite games in a different light. Now that Flappy Bird is no longer available for download, we figured we'd give you a nice spread of equally frustrating, yet incredibly addictive, mobile games in, of course, no particular order. A recent addition to the App Store, and even more recently added to Google Play, is Threes. It's a puzzle game that will test your patience and your ability to walk away. The premise is simple. You have a 4x4 grid of squares filled with cards with numbers on them. You add like-numbered cards together by swiping them together against what the game calls a wall to get the sum of their value. For instance, if you add one 3 to another 3, you get a 6 card. The only exception to the rule is with cards numbered 1 or 2. You can only add 1s and 2s together to get 3. You cannot add 2 1s or 2 2s together. Continue to add cards together to achieve the highest numbered cards possible and likewise score. The game ends when you can no longer add any cards together due to a gridlock. This game is quite literally so addictive it's dangerous. It's incredibly easy to say just one more time. Before you know it, it's nearly 5 AM and you have to wake up in 2 hours to work. True story. Backflip Madness is a recent addiction of mine. Available only on iOS, it's a parkour or free acrobatics game. Your character is positioned in various locations within a single map, and you must perform backflips and different moves and land within a coned area. While it sounds pretty simple, it requires great timing and a lot of patience. You use an action button in the lower right corner to control the character. Hit the button too soon or too late and you'll fall flat on your face. You have a set number of failed attempts before you fail the level. However, you can miss the coned area as many times as you please, so long as you stick the landing. To practice your flips and different moves, you can access a free play mode. Backflip Madness is 99 cents and will provide hours of frustratingly good fun. Roid Rage is a cross between Asteroids and Flappy Bird. How is that possible, you ask? You control a ship caught in the middle of a deep space asteroid field. You begin as an unpaid intern with a basic spaceship. You have one mission: collect all the spilled juice. Worst job ever. Sounds simple, right? Think again. Your spaceship's speed is turned to 11 and the controls are very touchy. Not to mention, tons of asteroids. They're everywhere, and just when you think you've gotten the hang of it, boom, your spaceship explodes into a million pieces. At certain milestones, you can unlock different ships and pilots. Roid Rage is free to play, but ad supported. If you purchase just one unlock, the ads will be removed forever. This is another one of those one more time games. Smash Hit is extremely simple to play and understand, but the longer you play, the more challenging it becomes. You're moving through abstract environments obstructed by fragile crystals. Lob spheres into those crystals and watch them shatter before your eyes. Earn more spheres by destroying designated prisms and earn power-ups by hitting them with the spheres as well. If you fail to destroy a crystal and run into it, you lose 10 spheres. Go as far as you can before you run out of spheres. Smash Hit is free to play, but if you want additional features, such as picking up from various checkpoints, you must buy the in-app purchase. Finally, Super Hexagon. Available for Android and iOS for $2.99, the premise and controls could not be more simple, and the game could not be more difficult. Essentially, you're guiding a pointer through a series of walls which are moving towards the center at an increasingly difficult pace. Touch the left half of the display to steer left, and touch the right half to move right. Dodge the walls as long as possible. Throw in some headphones and the trance music paired with the hypnotic spinning graphics, and you can easily get lost in the game. All of these games are so great because the controls and instructions are unbelievably simple, yet the gameplay is wildly difficult, and they have nearly infinite replayability. This is what makes them so frustrating, while also extremely addictive. What are your frustratingly difficult games? Be sure to share them in the comments below.